You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles promotion that we're doing right now. You can sign up, you can win a cool trip, all the fun stuff at sunnyradio.com. Dan, how you doing, sir?
Pretty darn good. Happy Friday in your little John and Heidi Smalls faces.
Boom.
Happy Friday.
See who's celebrating today. Oh, my goodness gracious. You knew him, you loved him. None of that is even close to true. Charles Manson born this day.
Yeah, I know.
When did he pass? In 2017? Been a little while, but boy, he shook stuff up for decades and decades. Holy moly, Rocky. Al Michaels, sportscaster. He's the one that brought the phrase "miracle on ice."
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was in the booth at 1980 Winter Olympics when the USA beat Russia.
Nice.
And Al Michaels said, "It's a miracle on ice." And the rest is history.
Well, now we know.
Oh, by the way, shout out to my surgeon, Brian Knutson this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me, there's a connection there.
There you go. Poke that bear, Dan.
Yeah, he was getting ready to go under the knife, and then he gets the guy riled up over which hockey movie.
We had a little conflict over greatest hockey movies. That's all there is.
Long story short, Dan, somewhere inside of him, has a hockey puck sewed in there.
I ended up with 92 stitches. And really, I was just looking for a checkup. So, Jack Ryan born this day. Who's Jack Ryan? Not talking about the fictional character.
Oh, okay.
Nope, Jack Ryan, born in 1924, actually American inventor, worked for the Mattel Toy Company. He gave the world the Chatty Cathy,
Oh, nice.
the Barbie doll,
Oh.
and something I'm still hooked on, and now I'm sharing it with the grandkids,
Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
One guy did all three of them.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. He's a pretty good dude.
Yeah, I'm guessing, Jack, holy cow. Just the infamy of those toys that still sell just like hotcakes. I bet he was making probably $18-19 an hour.
Sadly, probably, yeah.
Probably was.
It was this day in 1910, and people keep track of this stuff, which I think is just amazing. This day in 1910, what they consider to be the first movie stunt ever performed. Don't have any names, don't have the movie. It just
Or any
literally
deets?
says, man jumps out of a burning balloon into the Hudson River.
Okay.
Huh. We've all seen that done.
Yeah, again, can you imagine that? Hey, Larry, we're going to start this.
Here's what you're going to do.
We're putting this
have an idea.
balloon. We're going to start the basket on fire. We're going to cut you loose.
We think it's going to go fine.
Just jump into the Hudson. Okay, are you down with that?
Okay.
And we're going to give you $12.
Probably less than that back
Which in
then.
1910 was big dough.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
It was 1946. This day, the Exchange National Bank in Chicago opens the very first drive-up teller windows.
Oh.
That's cool.
And in 1991, TV sitcom Full House airs its 100th episode. Do you know why that was such a big deal? It was not only episode number 100, but that's the episode where the twins are born.
Oh.
You know, I was never
deal.
clear on who the parents were of those. I mean, that house was kind of a mishmash.
There's an awful lot going on
Who
in
were the
there.
parents of the Olsen twins?
I
Do you
it's
even
different-
know?
Different twins, though, because the Olsen twins played one kid.
Yeah.
But in
Wait.
the
Oh.
show, there were some little kids that were born that were twins. Yeah. So it was
All right, full disclosure, I'd never.
John, what's his name, and Becky, what's her name? I think I don't know. I didn't really watch the show.
Oh, yeah, because Aunt Becky and John Stamos,
Yeah, John Stamos.
Yeah.
they got married. Did they have twins?
I think so.
They were the ones that had the twins.
I'm
This
pretty
had nothing to do with the Olsen twins.
Yeah.
No,
I think
Oh, well, I was way off. Just
the father of the Olsen twins was the comedian guy, Bob Saget, and then his wife had passed away, and that's why everybody was living in the house with him. They're helping him raise all the kids.
is that what was going
sad.
on there? Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was really
well,
expensive.
they all came to no good because they grew up in San Francisco.
I just thought it was really expensive to live in San Francisco. That's all I took.
Whatever.
away from
I'm
that.
sorry I even brought this up. I thought somehow the Olsen
And you
twins were
should
born
be.
on that show. But again, never actually watched an episode. Okay, well, I know, you know, I apologize, and we can just move on.
We're gonna do that.
Apologize.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by SnowyRadio.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now, stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting these days?
Well, the world we live in, we happen to be, amongst other things, we are an 80s and 90s pop and rock and roll music station. We just are.
Yeah.
And people, and then they hear stuff and they see stuff. For instance, Kenny Loggins' I'm All Right. I heard it yesterday on our station, and I immediately flashed back to the time, saw it in a theater in Minneapolis, and what a good time that experience was way back in the day. Came across a little BuzzFeed article asking people who grew up in that era what they miss most about the 90s. Yeah. And I looked at some of this stuff, and I went, you know what, I kind of miss that too. So I found it interesting. For instance, one person answered the question, what I miss about the 90s most is not being contactable 24/7. The peace of mind was far greater, for instance, leaving school or work and not having to deal with any of that stuff till the following day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thought that was interesting.
I really would love to not be contacted 24 hours a day.
She's pretty good at it.
I don't answer my phone most of the time, but
she just doesn't even answer.
It would be nice.
She's uncontactable, Dan.
Oh, like I say, I'm just a few years away from totally going off the grid. And I'm looking forward to it.
Pricing generators.
Other things people miss the most, music TV, MTV.
Oh, yeah, when it was actually MTV, yeah.
And I love this reference, cranking up my giant state-of-the-art 5-disc changer boombox.
Oh, yeah.
Miss going to concerts when they weren't a sea of cell phones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can't go to a concert without seeing like 27 people recording it, even after they just told you don't record it.
I do laugh because this was just a couple weeks ago. All of a sudden, my little Facebook thing, I'm on it, and these are generally a lot of people that I know, and they're at the Washington Pavilion for REO Speedwagon. And they're selfies, and they're shooting the stage. I know these people, they're like, my, they're rocking out. And I'm going, you're not. You're at the pavilion with REO Speedwagon.
I was rocking out one time with Air Supply, and then I was corrected.
You are not rocking out, but it's cute that you think you are.
If you rock out at your age, you'll end up in traction. What they miss about the 90s, people surveyed. Air travel.
Yes, air travel was way better in the 90s.
Really miss
the
air. There was a party going on in the skies back then. Absolutely. Things have changed huge. How about just going to the mall with all my friends, just hanging out for hours at a time?
Yeah.
You can still do that.
You can,
people don't.
They just don't as much. And it's not the same experience as it was back in the day.
It's not. How about this one? I miss this one. Oh, this used to be just a great thing. Every Saturday with the kids. Picking out movies at the video store.
Oh, yes.
I miss
that so much.
Yeah, another great answer. Making mixtapes.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of feel like we do that here every day.
Yeah, we do. So, I just kind of found that interesting.
Very cool.
Little slice of nostalgia there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Dan. I like that. That is stuff Dan finds interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Perfect day to go and warm up with a nice big cup of coffee.
Hey, no kidding. Holy
nice
cow.
warm bowl of soup. Something there. Dan, what do you got for us?
Well, I came across, every now and again, because the rankings do change with states, whatever that are. It's just, you know what? Where are all the booze hounds at?
Okay.
What's drunkest state in the union? What's going on in the drunkest county? In fact, I think we did drunkest county a couple months ago, and it was some county in Wisconsin. Big surprise there.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Well, somebody actually boiled it down to, how about the drunkest city in every state?
Okay.
Oh, my. And I worked this down again to our, kind of the Midwest region here. See if anybody's surprised by any of this. Minnesota, it is St. Cloud. I know this for a fact because that didn't change much. That was a big deal when I was growing up because St. Cloud, big college town. Big, they are just maniacs.
Right.
That's been going on for years. In fact, my cousin Dirty Irby went to St. Cloud.
Dirty Irby.
The stories he can tell.
I bet.
Let's jump down to Nebraska. You got a guess? Anybody? Well, it's University of Nebraska. Lincoln.
Oh, yeah.
Drunkest city in Nebraska. Iowa, kind of the same thing. University of Iowa is where? Iowa City. They're getting gassed, but again, it's a college town.
Yeah.
Up north, North Dakota, it's Grand Forks. And what do you think for South Dakota, John and Heidi? Drunkest city
Vermilion.
in South Dakota. See, that's what I thought.
Brookings.
It is Brookings.
Brookings.
Yep, the Jacks are lighting it up a little more than the Coyotes.
All right.
Oh, good for them.
But then, they got a law school in
Probably
Vermilion,
where
and we know lawyers don't drink.
It's probably where the phrase jacked up comes from.
Could be.
Yeah, maybe not.
Jackrabbits are getting juiced. And my very favorite, because you could look at a map of the United States, and of course the island of Alaska, which is off the coast of Texas. But in every state, they just had a city name on it. And then I just lost it. I looked over at the state of Wisconsin, and instead of just a city, it literally read all of them. I've lived there twice, and
That's awesome.
I'm not going to argue that even a little bit. And hey, by the way, before we get out of here, it is Friday. That means Free Flag Friday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Giving away a beautiful Made in America flag from our good friends, our partners over at Maximum Promotions. This week's Free Flag winner is Nancy Bonrud. Nancy.
Ooh, Nancy.
Get a certificate in the mail to Nancy. She can stroll on into Maximum Promotions and claim that beautiful 3x5 foot flag, the pole, and all the hardware to get that thing attached wherever she wants to put it. So there you go.
That is awesome. Dan, thank you for that, sir.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure.
Coming up here in a moment, we are going to visit with Matt Gage about a really cool event that's coming up next weekend at the El Riad Shrine, and you can win tickets if you didn't win a Free Flag Friday. Maybe you'll win tickets right now to the Sadie Hawkins dance. We've got them online, sunnyradio.com. Click the Win Awesome Prizes button, and I'm going to give away a pair right now to caller number 1 at 605-933-1980. Call in now. Win a pair of tickets to the Sadie Hawkins dance happening next weekend. We've got Luke Michael and Hot Rod Chevy Kevy performing at the El Riad Shrine. Going to be a ton of fun. 605-933-1980. Thanks for listening.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine and Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I have Mr. Matt Gage joining me. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, John. How about you this morning?
Very good. I'm excited to chat with you about the Sadie Hawkins dance at the El Riad Shrine, and this is coming up next Friday, and it's always a fun time. Tell me a little bit about what's going to be happening next Friday at the El Riad Shrine.
Well, we're going to have our annual Sadie Hawkins dance for the Hillbilly Clan 161, which is a group here at the shrine that is dedicated to raising money for our transportation funds and our hospitals. So all the proceeds from this dance will help benefit those kids.
And that is a really, really cool thing. So you can raise money for a good cause, and you can come and have a really good time. I think it would be almost impossible to come to this event and not have fun, wouldn't it?
Well, I think with 2 live bands and all the things going on and, a great bar and fun friends, how could you not?
And if people would like to get tickets, there's still a few tickets available. We've got some that people are winning, but you guys have some for sale as well. So if they don't want to take their chances and try to win, where do I go to buy a ticket for the Sadie Hawkins dance?
Well, I would go to Facebook and I would go out to the El Rayad Shrine page and find the event which is on there for the Hillbillies Dance, and that'll take you over to an Eventbrite where you can pick up a ticket there if you want to buy it online, or if you stop down to the Shrine office during the week, they can sell you a ticket right there in the office too, or even a table, or even if somebody wanted to buy a whole room and have kind of their own private party going on, they could too.
Very nice. And again, I'll throw a link to make that easy to find. I'll put it on our Facebook page. The event is coming up next Friday. The doors open at 6. We've got Luke Michael at 6:30. We've got Hot Rod Chevy Kevy at 8 p.m. It's going to be a ton of fun. And again, if you'd like to get your tickets, now is the time to do it. We'll throw a link to that on our Facebook page. Matt, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us about this.
Oh, appreciate it, John, and we appreciate everything you do for the community to help get the word out about all these things.
Absolutely happy to do it. Again, the Sadie Hawkins Dance. They've got Luke Michael next Friday at 6:30. They've got Hot Rod Chevy Kevy next Friday at 8 p.m. You get all the details on our Facebook page, and we'll put a link on there for you to buy tickets as well. And you can find that at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for news with Dan Farris.
And oil, wear out the shoe leather, bang on desk, man answers. That's what I do. We're going to take kind of a little left here, John and Heidi. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I think I'm going to go hoof my way down Health Beat, because this story, it could be a game changer. We're going up to visit our Canadian neighbors on this bad boy. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
The head of a Canadian emergency department has called for a change in medical understanding after he just diagnosed a patient with climate change.
Oh, wow.
What?
Dr. Kyle Merritt works for the Kootenay Lake Hospital in Nelson, British Columbia, told the Times that this past summer's wildfires, the heat waves, have pushed him into addressing illness and diagnosing a little bit differently. This woman was admitted she was suffering from immense stress and upper respiratory difficulty. So for the first time in his career, Dr. Merritt actually wrote on the woman's chart, climate change. According to the good doctor, if we're not looking at the underlying cause, we're just treating the symptoms. We're just going to have to keep falling further and further behind. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
If I'm a nurse or attending physician or anything and I see a chart that says climate change, I would have no idea what to do with that.
Exactly. What do you do?
No idea. I've mentioned this a few times in the past. I'm going to mention it again. I see no reason why we don't declare war on Canada. Who's up for some sports? Anybody?
I am.
It's been a big week coming up, the NFL. You know, what is it, week 9, week 10? Let's call it week 9. Heck, I kind of lost track. But the power rankings, they change. There's 32 teams in the NFL, and some are really, really good, and some are not so good.
Right.
Power rankings are going in this week's action. In case you care, the top 3 teams are as follows. At number 3, the Ravens. Number 2, the Titans, who just signed Adrian Peterson, for goodness sakes. It's a running back, and he's actually having a blast. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Brady and your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, around here, really, if you're a Packers fan, they're clocking in at number 4, even though Aaron Rodgers apparently is giving everybody the coronavirus. Everyone in Wisconsin now has it because of Aaron Rodgers. My goodness, how the mighty fall. The Chiefs are sitting at number 16. Owie! Broncos at 17. The Bears ranked at number 21. And your hapless Minnesota Vikings, who always win every game almost, are sitting at number 23. Who's down at the bottom? Glad you asked. I love this name so much. I'm going to start just buying their stuff because I just love what they did. The artist formerly known as the Redskins, the Washington football team, is at number 30. The Texans, who really smell it up, are at number 31. And the Detroit Lions at number 32. They've been there pretty much the last 3 or 4 weeks. Now, I do have my lock. I do have the game you should bet everything on.
Oh, here we go.
Mortgage the house, cash out the kids' college fund, turn in the wife's jewelry, whatever you need to do. Here's what's going on. The Lions are visiting Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the Steelers are ranked at number 8 in the power rankings. And, of course, the Lions are at number 32 because they haven't won a game all year. But here's the thing. The Lions are coming off a bye week. They're pretty well rested. The Steelers got into it with the Bears, barely squeaked out a 2-point win, and they had to buy one of the refs a brand new car to do it.
Nice.
This is my lock. Again, everything you own. Detroit 6, the Steelers 3.
All right. I'm writing this
Okay.
down.
I know. It's crazy.
I'm heading out to Betfred right now.
Oh, me nuts. And if that doesn't work out for you, you don't know where I live anyway. Hey! From the sunny 93.3 New Desk, I'm Dan Farris. My news is news. It's news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, November 12th, 2021. Equities rebounded Thursday, but the move was small and traders are cautioned not to read too much into the move. Price action remains bearish in the wake of the October CPI report and suggests a deeper decline is in store for the market. The broad market S&P 500 is already down a full % from the recently set all-time high, and could easily fall another 2% before hitting the first significant target for support. The target is at the short-term moving average, near 45.65, but there's no guarantee the market will halt its decline there. With inflation accelerating to new highs and no end in sight for the trend, the market could correct a full 10% to 20%. Today's action will be telling. If the market moves lower and ends the week at the low of the period, next week's action could bring even more selling. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.